Anglophone, 2 fois président, passer le pouvoir à un anglophone.
This is a party political broadcast by myself, Major Mola Alex Dive Lisinge, the leader of British Cameroon National Party.
Pays, est-ce qu'on allait prendre la route de l'aventure? Ah, monsieur le président, un pauvre qui vote ou celui qui l'a rendu pauvre. Si on était bien au pays, est-ce qu'on allait prendre la route de l'étranger? Ah, monsieur le président.
Yes, my brothers, sisters, mommy, papa, people of the Cameroons. Every time I bring you news and policies of British Cameroon National Party, we are a minor party. Our objective is to have equal status with La République du Cameroon because they are using all the French inherited institutions. So we too, of the British Cameroon National Party, we want to use our English institution, equal status, not special status. Most people are talking today about elections. Let's kick Biya in 2025. We of the British Cameroon National Party do our research. Most people think kicking Mr. Biya out of as the head of executive in the Cameroons will solve Cameroon problems. My brothers and sisters, we of the British Cameroon National Party have been doing our homework for more than 30 years. That's why most of us, we have never belonged to any political party in the Cameroons because this party, they have no leadership, they don't have any sense of direction. The difficulty we face now in the Cameroons is that you can change Mr. Biya today and put any other person today, nothing will change. This is what we have to overcome in order to be free, in order to be sovereign, and in order to be independent. I'll give you 4 factors today. The hurdles, the entropy, the problems that we are going to face in that country. No matter whoever is the president of that country, Rio dos Cameroons, nothing will change. Why? The reason, this colonial criminal syndicate. The reason most French African countries, most especially, they have what I personally call personalized form of government. Some people will say we have a centralized form of government. No, we don't. A centralized form of government, at least, you will still see judges that are independent. You will see mayors who have powers. You will see governors who have powers. But we have a personalized form of government, which is like we term the head of state. This was created by the colonial powers, this personalized form of government, in order to make us that we continue stay in this position where we were when we used to have slavery, imperialism, and apartheid. Personalized form of government, they have fake constitutions. And they will say, oh, we have the law, we have the constitution. Then people frighten you with degrees, presidential degrees. But the truth is, when you look at the people who are in power, they don't even know their own laws. They don't follow their laws. So we have a personalized form of government. Example, maybe the teachers, when they are calling that they have not paid their money, the Minister of Education doesn't deal with it. You see, a president will deal with it. So what's the essence of having a minister? These are just window dressing exercise. And the main objective of having a personalized form of government is to have a strong president that they can sell your diamonds without asking you. They can sell your gold without having a debate in parliament. You can have the Anglophone problem that's going on. The members of parliament, they cannot debate it because why? We have a personalized form of government. There's no difference. The type of government that we have today in the Cameroons and other African countries. The government that we have, the system, is to put somebody in the Western world, call it a coconut, choke ice. You know, coconut is dark outside, inside is white. Then we say, oh, we have Africans are now ruling us. But no, they are coconut. They are choke ice. Outside they are dark, but inside they are white people. That's the system of government that we have. We are not independent. So, come whatever election in the Cameroon, we should be thinking, how are we going to stop this personalized form of government? The second point again that we should be looking at, taking into consideration as people are saying, we not go register. If we not register, we not exercise, we not civil right. Civil right? What we have been having is a window dressing elections. Aijo used to have 99%. Nothing have changed. I'm not saying, if you want to go and register, go and register. That's not my point. We are a minor party. We focus only in the English part of Cameroon. We are fighting for equal status. That's our objective. We in Africa, the Cameroons, we have what I call joint sovereignty. Not me. Constitutional expert, they will ask you. It was planned even before independence. It is a brainchild of France. Joint sovereignty. First it was UDIAC, then now CEMAC. So Cameroons, Gabon, Central African Republic, Chad, Congo, Equatorial Guinea, they are all one country. Forget about the name. Every decision that are made, they are made to all those countries in the CEMAC. The danger in these countries, in the CEMAC, is that they are all slave countries, run by somebody who have got dark skin outside, but white inside, coconuts. The danger is that they have a conference of head of state, ministers, and they use the same money. What? Example, in the Cameroons, the position of a minister of finance is a window dressing exercise. He hasn't got any powers. The basic job of a minister of finance, let me tell you this, is to set interest rate, control monetary policy, all those things. But he cannot do it. It's France that is setting the monetary policy, the interest rate and everything. It's France. So when we say we are even sovereign, they call it joint sovereignty. All these countries in CEMAC, they have the same sovereignty. They have to follow the same decision in their monetary policy on how they run that country. The danger, I will tell you why. This Western country, they treat us like slave. We live as if we are living in an apartheid regime. If you look at the GDP of Cameroon, it's 53 billion US dollar. That of Gabon is 21 billion US dollar. Central African Republic is 2 billion. You go to Chad, it's 18 billion. You go to Congo, it's 6 billion. You go to Equatorial Guinea, it's about 11 billion US dollar. Difference. They don't have the same economic power, but you bring them together. I'm not an economist, but ask any economist that can you bring people who have different parity, that they don't have the same economic institution? Can you just join them like that? It is disaster. Any economist will tell you that. I'll give you an example. In the European Union, they have a single market, joint economy, and they're having a political union now. Before you join the European Union, you must fit this criteria. They call it Copenhagen criteria. All the countries, before you join the European Union, the economic union, firstly, you have to have stability in your institution. Secondly, you must guarantee that there's democracy in your country. Thirdly, you must follow the rules of law. Fourth, human rights must be in place. And fifthly, you must respect and protect minority rights. So to join the European Union, the economic union, you must follow this criteria. But you look at us, in CEMAC, Chad is fighting war. Central African Republic is fighting war. We don't have the same economic institution. There is no democracy, no rule of law, no human right, no protection of minority right, but we are in the same union. It can never work. So the aim or the objective of CEMAC is to continue the imperialism, which I'm going to go, is it the third point, which I will continue with it. Imperialism in the sense that, what was the objective of imperialism or slave trade, even the Berlin Conference that they partitioned Africa? It was about natural resources. That's why this coconut, this chalk ice that they call them, that presidents in the Cameroons, this is what they are doing. The third point is what? We are principally export country. We only export. If you look at the constitution of CDC in Cameroon, all the products that they make in CDC, they have to export it. Export it. And when you are an export country, you cannot industrialize your country. You don't gain anything. So these chalk eyes, these coconut presidents, that they are dark outside, white inside, what they do, they are continuing what the imperialists, the colonialists, what they were doing by exporting our product. Ivory Coast is the highest producer of cocoa in the world. Why can they not manufacture in their country, create jobs? Why can they not be the biggest producer of chocolate in the world, but they are only exporting? The same thing that they used to do under slave trade. The same thing that they used to do under imperialism, apartheid. That's what is still happening today in Africa. Export. How long does it take to train an engineer? 3 to 4 years. Engineer that they're going to manufacture our product, timber, banana, only 3 to 4 years. We don't have electricity in most African countries. How long does it take to train a nuclear scientist? 5 years. 5. But we cannot train them so that they should come and use nuclear power to make sure that we have electricity constantly. We cannot. So why are these presidents not doing it? They are chalk eyes. They are coconut. Lastly, what they always say, they talk about reunification. I would say Cameroon, we cannot use that word. We were never a country. Under the Germans, it was not a country. Under the Portuguese and Netherlands, Rio dos Cameroon, it was a slave plantation. Under the UN, it was not a country. Until when Dr. Enderi became prime minister and Ahidjo became prime minister in La République du Cameroun. Dr. Enderi became prime minister in British Cameroons. That's when it became a country, because it was a political authority, there was a territory, and there was a population. That's a country. So 2 countries came together. 1 country have annexed another country. So we were never a country. So they should stop fooling you with that word reunification. Germany was partitioned. It was a country with a head of state. They partitioned it. Then what happened? German reunification. That's the meaning of reunification. You cannot use the word reunification for a slave plantation or a UN trust territory. So 2 countries came together. And that is why I'm saying we should look at a bigger picture. It is easy to say, go and register and exercise your civil right. Have you seen the Constitution of Cameroon? Do you know that if you don't support the CPDM, it's difficult to be a presidential candidate in the country? The criteria, you must have 300 people, 30 in each region to support you. And most of the people are either chief or parliamentarian, all of them, they are CPDM. So it is very difficult. And that is why I'm calling on the people that you should focus on British Cameroon National Party. If we can change and bring equal state to Cameroon, we change. Because the English part of Cameroon will be having elected governor. Our judiciary system will be fair, and the mayors and the governors, they will be elected and they will have powers. Our police will be there to fight crime, not fighting our individuals, not brutalizing our individuals, not asking them bribe. So that is the difference. And any change in British Cameroon, we see that there will be change in La République du Cameroun, because the citizens, they will not like to stay under France anymore. So once more, ladies and gentlemen, This has been a party political broadcast by myself, Maître Alex Ndive Lisinge. Have a great Sunday.
Vraiment.